and I'm sitting here at one of the picnic benches here at the park. I have my journal with me, and what I love about this one in particular, I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to bring today, and this was one of my gratitude journals, and it's actually full. It's actually filled with just loads of gratitude, of just me spending time talking with God. And it says, I totally got this. I totally got this. And I want you to know that with God, you can do anything, but failure is not an option because you've got this with God. Philippians 4:13 tells us that we can do all things through Christ. And so I just want to encourage you that today, as you begin this week, to know that you've got this. Put your thoughts on paper. I absolutely love, I actually brought some of my favorite pens I want you to see. I order these like on Amazon, and they sell them at like Office Depot and Staples and things like that, where you can just go in, put your amazing thoughts on paper, write your thoughts on paper, open up your journal this week and write down what you're thankful for. Here's an entry. Oh, I love this. This says, tough times never last, but tough people do. Isn't that awesome? Tough times never last. So maybe you're going through a tough time this week, or maybe there's a little rough spot that you hit in your life. Rough times and tough times, they don't last. You're going to get through it. You're going to make it. And you just have to keep your focus and understand your place of inspiration in this time in your life. You have to just remain focused. And so one of the things that I really want to encourage you to do today is to take time to put your thoughts on paper. Writing down your thoughts on paper, taking time to just what they call brain dumping. It's called taking your thoughts, taking what you're feeling, taking what you're thinking, and taking moments where you can get your journal and putting those things on paper. So what are you thinking? What are you feeling? And taking those moments, taking moments to capture your thoughts. What do you think? What do you see? And what are you writing down? Think, see, and write. What are you thinking about? What are you seeing for yourself in your life? And what are you writing down? What are you putting on paper? You know, the Bible tells us that as a man thinks, so is he. So what are you thinking about? What you think about, you bring about. So let's bring about some good things by thinking about some good things. All right? That's my challenge for you today. What are you thinking? What are you seeing for yourself? Now, if you're seeing doom and gloom, I'll never forget, I was riding in a car with a lady. It was one of my coworkers, and she was saying, she said, I always feel like something bad is going to happen. I always feel like something bad is going to happen. Do you know that if you continue to think something bad is going to happen, something bad is going to happen, do you know you can create that just from putting those vibes into the atmosphere? As a man thinks, so is he. When I wake up, I love one of the sayings that Oral Roberts would always say. He would always talk about, today is going to be a good day. He would say something good is going to happen. He would wake up every day and say something good is going to happen. So this week, I'm going to speak that over your life. Something good is going to happen. Walk around all week this week and say, something good is going to happen. Something good is going to happen to me today. Something great is going to happen to me this week. I was walking around all weekend and I was like, something good is about to happen. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Can you see it? Can you dream it? Can you think it? If you can think it and you can see it, you can possess it. You can possess it, but you got to think it first. If you don't see yourself winning, you'll never win. If you don't see yourself growing and learning and living your best life, you never will. As a man thinks, so is he. You're like, well, I don't know. Well, things haven't been going the way you want them to go. You change it up. So how do you change it up? This is how you change it up. This is how I'm going to show you how to keep the inspiration flowing in your life. Because when you are inspired, you gain momentum to go after your dreams. When you are inspired, you gain momentum to go after your goals. So how do you keep that inspiration going? How do you keep that momentum flowing in your life? It's what you do every day from the time you wake up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that you do? What kind of habits have you created for your life? And so I keep positive books and authors constantly flowing in my life. For example, here's a book by Terry Savelle Foy called Dream It, Pen It, Live It. Can you dream it? Will you pen it? Will you do a vision board so that you can live it, so that you can walk in it? Here's another book by Brian Tracy called Eat That Frog. I love this book because in this book, Brian Tracy is talking about not procrastinating. Did you know that to procrastinate means to habitually, continually put off what needs to be done? So if you're having issues procrastinating, I encourage you to get this book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, so you can really make 2021 your best year yet. Here's another book by Dr. Stacia Pierce called Inspired to Succeed. These are the kind of books that I continue to read. So you've got to find those authors. There's John Maxwell. There's Joyce Myers. There's so many amazing authors where you can constantly read books, get that good energy inside of you so that you can change your perspective, change what you're thinking, change what you're seeing, change how you're feeling, and change what you're doing. As a man thinks, so is he. So this is your week to be amazing. This is your week to go and do some great things. This is your week to change your momentum. Did you know that they say on January the 28th, that is called National Quitters Week? Did you quit in January on your New Year's resolutions, on your New Year's reinventions? No, don't quit. And if you did quit, just like Donnie McClurkin says, get back up again. I want you to get back up and get moving. So find those things that get you going. Like, I'm at the park today. This feels amazing. I love coming to the park. Well, what do you love to do? And where do you like to go? This week is your week to go to those places. Tap into your places of momentum. Tap into your places of inspiration because they feed your soul. They feed your inspiration. And when you are motivated to do something, oh my goodness, there's no stopping you. There is absolutely, positively no stopping you. And the last thing that I want to tell you today is watch the company that you keep. Who are you hanging around? I said it. Who are your friends? Do you know there is a saying that you will never go further than the 5 closest friends that are in your life? So who are those 5 closest people that are in your inner circle? So to get your momentum going this week, so to get you thinking right, seeing right, writing right, doing right, you might need to look at your associations. So who's connected to you? Who's speaking into your life? Who have you allowed to speak into your life? All right. So we want to have time to meditate on those things that are good. And so I'm going to get up and I'm just going to continue my walk today. Like I said, it's a beautiful day here at the park. Because why? Why am I here? Because this is a place of inspiration for me. And I want to turn this around so you can see the lake, and I'll show you some pictures of the lake and how beautiful this is. So, what is it that you're supposed to do this week? You're going to go and be amazing. I said it. You are going to go and you're going to be amazing. Why? Because you're going to remember these things that we talked about today, and I want to challenge you to just dig in. Don't stop. Don't lose your momentum. This is your moment to shine. You know, like I'm looking at the sun on my face even now, and I can feel the glory of the Lord. And I can feel the favor of God, the hand of God. And I know that the wisdom of God is there to show me the things that I don't know. The wisdom of God is there to show you the things that you don't know. And so you have to take those quiet moments where you can, again, steal away, get quiet, connect with God because He loves you so much, and get moving on those things that He's called you to do in your life. right, everybody. Until next time, live from the park, making some things happen. Now you go make some things happen in your life. I'll see you next time. Bye.